Hey, I'm Cornelis. Welcome to Your Band is a Business. Today I want to show you how I got accepted to a bunch of Spotify playlists using Submithub. In case you don't know, Submithub is a platform that allows you to submit your music for consideration by Spotify playlist curators. Not just Spotify, but other music platforms as well. And if you've seen my previous video, I recently hit 200 monthly listeners for the very first time. And in the past couple of days, as you can see, I'm almost at 300 monthly listeners. So let's go into Submithub and I will show you what's been going on. So here you can see my song Passion is Aggression. I have submitted my song to 24 different playlist curators. I've had 23 responses and 10 have approved the song to be added to their playlist, and 9 have actually followed through so far, so I'm waiting for one more to actually do it. And there's a 24th recipient who still has a chance to listen to my song. Now, before I show you the responses, let me just quickly go over to another section, because in Submithub, one of the free tools, as it were, here is called Hot or Not. And basically what you can do is you can link to your song or upload it, and then you can get other people to listen to your music and review it. And I think that the reason why I've been accepted to a bunch of playlists, and this is the first time this is happening for me, because all my previous songs I've never managed to get on any playlists. I think the reason why it happened is that for a while at least I was getting quite good reviews. Now, how does this Hot or Not section work on Submithub? Basically, you listen to other people's music, and for each 10 songs that you listen, you get 7 credits, and you can spend those credits on getting other people to listen to your song, and they then have to review it, how good they think it is, and have to leave a comment as well. They have to write something. Now, at the moment, the weighted average 57 over 50 and 70 over the site average of 69. So it's not that great, but the first couple of reviews were quite good, and I was up in had an average score of 85 at one point. And I'll just scroll down to the bottom, and this is not to blow my own trumpet. I'm just trying to explain why I think I was accepted to a bunch of playlists. So some of these are automatically translated, but great harmonies, nice lyrics, very impressive alt rock song. The guitar and drums sound nice. Okay, the lyrics are okay. The sound is well balanced, very upbeat. So anyway, in the beginning it was positive, and you can see here it says whether their score was below average or above their average. So the first one was it was equal, -2%, then equal, +4%, +7%, +1%, +10%, +4%, +2%, +13%. So people in the beginning were rating my song higher than they normally rate people's songs. And then there were a couple that were slightly lower, but in the beginning it was plus, which meant, as I said, my score was 85 or so. And then this made me think, oh, well, maybe this song has broader popular appeal, so I will then submit this to some playlists. So the way that it works here, there is a promotion, submit to curators, and then you basically create a campaign, and you can then spend credits to have your music considered. Now, you have to pay for the credits, or you can get premium credits and that for free, and I'll let you know how you can get those premium credits. But basically, you create a campaign and you submit your song. Let me show you that. Actually, I'll just quickly go back. Submit like that, submit to curators, and you choose well, the AI, you can use the AI to detect what genre your music is, and you can specify if you want people to give you feedback. So I won't go into all those details, but you can read it for yourself. But then you get to the part where you can find the playlist curators and the bloggers, and you can filter for particular genres and how often they respond and all that kind of stuff. But basically what you need to do is you need to find playlist curators and bloggers who have a high genre match, right? And also look at their playlists to see, okay, is this something that my song fits in with? Is this the kind of music that they're looking for? So this guy says we're mainly looking for indie hip-hop songs. So I don't know, does my song fit indie? I will listen to that playlist, Indie Injection. So I'll look it up on Spotify, I'll have a listen, okay, and then I can decide, okay, if my song fits in with that playlist. And basically if I agree that I want to apply to it, I tick the box, and once I found a bunch, I can submit it, and then basically they will receive a message to say, okay, this guy wants you to listen to a song, and then they will get back to you. They have something like 72 hours or whatever to get back to you. So let's look at the approved ones. And like I said, I've never been approved for playlists. Oh, one thing I forgot to say. After I was getting those free reviews, somebody found me, and I guess because I had a high score, I was high on the internal charts, somebody found my song and added it to a playlist, like just voluntarily. And that made me think, okay, let me spend a bit of money on these premium credits and I spent about 40 or 50 quid, which is, I don't know what that is at the moment, $60, $70 for, I can't remember, it was for 50 credits or something like that. And so yeah, somebody added me kind of off their own, they just discovered me and added me to a playlist. So that again was a little bit of information that made me think, okay, this song is getting rated higher than average, and somebody added it to their playlist. Maybe this song is the one that's going to have broader appeal. So I submitted it to a bunch of these playlists that I thought were going to be rock oriented, and as you can see, there were a bunch that added me. And let's look at the responses, because there's in green is the ones that accepted me, but there's also the red, and some of them are like, okay, I like the song but it's not for me. Some of it was funny because in some cases it would be let me show the declined. So sometimes people would say, oh, this is not indie rock, this is alt rock, and then the next person would say, this is not alt rock, it's indie rock. This person thinks the mix is messy, not good enough to share, not feeling it enough to share. This person doesn't like the drums, it's not heavy enough. The vocals are drowned out by the instruments. So it's just, you should not take these criticisms too personally, because literally when you have your song reviewed or you submit it to playlisters, you will see contradictory opinions. One person will say, oh, I love the guitars, and the next person will say, oh, I don't like the guitars. It's funny. I think there's one here definitely where somebody, literally one person said, oh, I love the vocals, and the previous person said, I don't love the vocals. Here it feels like you're just singing over a beat. I'm not hearing any of that in your voice. I'm not hearing any emotion. Anyway, this person doesn't like my singing. And then literally the next person says, vocals on point, fire, fire emoji. So don't take it too personal. If you see the same thing consistently, like everybody hates your vocals, then that might be something to look at. But in my case, it's like one person likes the vocals, the other doesn't. One person likes the guitars, the other doesn't. So in that case, I can think to myself, okay, it's definitely different opinions, right? And even this person, the vocals are too low in the mix and the rhythm section is out of sync, plus 57%, much higher than their average. So they're a very harsh critic, I guess, if they give that feedback and I'm higher than all their other feedback. So anyway, yeah, there was for a moment I had a really high score, and I think that helps when it comes to then submitting the song for playlists, because people, I assume that these playlist curators can see those scores, and that must help. And anyway, a 40% what is it? 43% approval rate is really good, I think. So yeah, I'm going to continue submitting to playlists and see if I can get on more. So I am almost at 300 monthly listeners, but how long will it last, right? Because eventually the songs will be taken off some of the playlists and replaced, or they will drop further down the playlist as new songs are added. So who knows how long this bump in plays will last, and it will be interesting to see how many people listen to the song and decide to check out, okay, who made this song? Oh, Cornelis Gerard, and listen to more songs. Because with a lot of these playlists, right, we know people just put them on in the background and they're just listening to different music, and only a small percentage of people will actually think, okay, no, I really like that, I'm going to check it out. So who knows, if I get 5 to 10 extra monthly listeners out of it, then I would be happy with that. That might sound like a low percentage, but I'm just trying to be realistic. But oh yeah, I said so. Okay, the premium credits are used to submit your music to playlists, but there's a way to get free premium credits. And what you need to do is you need to go on the hot or not section, listen to other people's music, and give really good considered feedback. Don't just write the minimum amount of words. Write a nice 3 to 5 sentences, giving your honest opinion, and things that they can improve, things that they're good at. You know, the song is good. What makes a song good? What makes a song not so good in terms of production, lyrics, song structure, all that kind of stuff. And if you do that, and I think if you do that for 20-25 songs a week, and you do that for a couple of weeks, then Submithub will get in touch with you and they will say, hey, it looks like you are a serious contributor and you are providing considered, helpful feedback. If you continue in this way, then we will reward you with premium credits, and then you can use those to submit your music to playlists. So that's a little hack for you. So that's a way to be able to submit your music to playlists without having to pay money. So definitely try that out. Listen to I think it's 20, 25, 30 songs a week. So do 10 one day, do 10 another day, do 10 another day. And if you do that for a couple of weeks, they will get in touch with you, and you will be opted in to be able to get premium credits. So that's really cool. Anyway, have you used Submithub in the past? Has it worked for you? Have you been accepted to any playlists? I'm really interested to hear your experience and how that went and what the long-term effect of it was. That's it for today. I'll speak to you guys next time.